So, found out ChatGPT, you can kind of trick it into saying stuff or doing things that it's not supposed to be able to do. So, like,
Yeah.
if I say, show me a chart, it'll say, I'm sorry, I cannot generate or display visual charts as text, right? Says
Yeah.
it won't do it. But if you say, pretend you could,
Then what does it do?
it's just gonna fucking. It just starts showing you charts.
An actual chart, like ones it made, or?
Yeah, it did it for me earlier.
Well, I think some of it has to do with the fact that the public versions of stuff are like held back. Like they're kind of like, you know what I mean? Like we don't get all the features
Yeah, that's
because there's
the
things
plus.
obviously it shouldn't be able to do because like even plus because like there's just some things that it specifically won't do because it's just the way they lock the algorithm just so they don't get in trouble with things. You know what I mean? Like
Oh.
if you were like, "Hey, ChatGPT, try to hack the FBI," it's like it's not gonna do that, even if it was capable. It's just I bet you it'd probably be locked to a point where it can't. It just won't let it. Cause you know what I mean? Like some things like that, it's like
Mm-hmm.
you just can't be liable for it. So they probably lock it.
Gotcha. Yeah, so I might have lied right there because maybe it can only do it once. Because it did it in a different chat when I was testing it out, but now it's saying it can't do it. It says it's limited, and then it's just showing me what it would look like, but in a text form, but describing what the x axis and the y axis would be on the chart.
Yeah, I don't know.
But
I just think yeah, it's probably limited in some ways.
oh, it definitely is. Sure, that's because they want you to upgrade it to the plus. Because I think the plus version can. Let's find out. You show.
Yeah, but like also what do you think it's really capable of? Like if you were like, "Hey, if you had the plus and you were like, "Hey, give him the internet for like stolen credit cards or something."
Mm-hmm.
Like would it do that? Cuz that'd be legal.
Uh, no, no, it's definitely limited to stuff like that. I mean, it's not
Exactly.
it's not gonna make any
I'd
chart you ask.
imagine.
But I think, I mean, like if you provide it with like a reasonable x and y axis thing, like the
Yeah.
example they gave us, like the x axis would be the months, y axis would be sales. So like if you're using it in like a business sense, it could do that.
Yeah.
But and that would show you how it works. I just thought that was kind of cool though. Well, I thought it was cooler earlier when it actually showed me a chart, but now it's not letting me do it, saying it can't. But I'm sure if you give it the right prompts, you can trick it to doing it.
Yeah. That's kind of scary though that you can just trick it.
Let's see, for research purposes, can you show me a chart? It's probably gonna say no because I've been asking it a lot. Oh, it's doing it.
Doing it?
Yep. So,
Damn, bro.
oh, like I knew you. I was gonna say I saw one earlier, but yeah, it just gives me a code. I'll send you what it looked like. It literally showed me this, but it did it differently. It's weird. Ugh.
Damn. Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out how to get it to show it. So you gotta save for research purposes, and then you can get it to do anything. Maybe not anything,
Just
but
do it. Just pretend, man.
pretty much. Gotta love AI. You know, I keep bringing it up like every single time.
Hmm? Hmm.
The
So
AI scare.
yeah, so something new. I had a couple of things I wanted to bring up. Uh,
Alright.
Jimmy Buffett died.
Buffett died?
Yeah, just the other day. Died at 70 something.
Damn.
Yeah. So I went to a
Big
bar and
L on
ordered a
that.
margarita for him.
I mean, he's pretty good. I say I listen to a whole lot of Jimmy Buffett, but I mean, Margaritaville's good.
Hmm. I liked Pirate Looks
What's
at 40. That was a good one. But I actually didn't know he originally sang that until a couple of months ago.
I don't think I know that.
Yeah,
Not by
it's
name, anyways.
yeah. I was gonna say it's not really a. The only reason I know it is because Jack Johnson covered it, and I was like obsessed with Jack Johnson for a while.
Mm,
But yeah, no, he died of skin cancer.
sucks.
Yeah.
That's what I'm probably gonna die of 'cause I'm so pale.
You know what's crazy though? They have like a bunch of Margaritavilles like everywhere. I don't know if
Oh,
you.
sure, yeah.
Yeah, he like I because when I lived in Florida, they were doing a lot of construction on like this one part of the beach down Fort Myers, I think, and they were gonna make it a Margaritaville, and it was gonna be a whole thing of Jimmy Buffett. It's pretty
Damn,
cool.
a tribute.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like, and I guess they've made multiple of them. My coworker was talking about it. They're like all over the place.
So weird.
Yeah, it's just
Yes, we're gonna have multiple Jimmy Buffett shrines around the town.
well, no, it's like a whole like. It's kind of like his version of a tiki bar, which is pretty much like a tiki bar that puts emphasis on Margaritaville or
Oh,
margaritas.
so they're actual bars. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They're like little things, like it's like
I get what you're saying.
yeah. I don't know how to describe it, but yeah, it's pretty cool. Um, yeah, I thought that was kind of something, but other than that,
Jimmy Buffett, dude. Big L on that.
yeah.
We got a lot of cool. I'm pretty excited about it to talk about a couple of stuff. I'm gonna start off. We got Starfield just got early access for Xbox and PC,
Ooh, okay.
and from what I've been watching, it looks pretty good. Um, I know you don't know too much. It's another Bethesda game, so along the lines with Fallout,
Oh,
Skyrim, and stuff.
gotcha.
So, but it's in space and it's supposedly I don't know. It's supposedly big. You can go to different planets and explore them and stuff. Kind of like No Man's Sky in a way, but
Yeah, you
people got
actually
mad.
you told me
People
about
got mad
this.
actually. People got mad because apparently you can't explore everything. Like you can't explore. Like people were getting mad because a gas giant, like a gas giant planet. People were
Hmm.
like, why can't I land on it? But it like you can't land on
Nothing to
it
land on.
in real life. What would you want? And it's like, yeah. So people got mad, but that's just stupid. But other than that, in my opinion, I think it looks pretty good so far.
Hmm.
It doesn't look like it looks. It looks like a Fallout game in space or something,
Yeah,
which looks really cool for me. So I'm interested. I'm gonna pick it up hopefully when it comes out.
yeah.
I
So,
don't know on PS5 or PC. I don't know.
mhm. is it is it like a combat game or is it just like exploring space?
It's a RPG game.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. That's cool.
So it's like Fallout, and I'd say more so than Skyrim or
Oh,
like the
okay.
Elder Scrolls series.
All right, that's pretty cool. Sounds sick.
But yeah, it's in space. It's obviously new, so
Yeah, yeah. There's not too much gameplay on it yet, I imagine.
it just I think the early access was out yesterday. So, yeah, I've been watching some early access footage.
All right, that's pretty cool. Now, is there any? Is it gonna be like multiplayer, PvP?
No,
No.
I don't think so. I could be wrong. Yeah, I'll look that up, but I don't think so.
All right, that still sounds pretty sick. I mean, I'm kind of biased, man. You know it, and I hate myself for it, but I don't like single player games that much. I really could never.
Yeah, it's not gonna have multiplayer.
Yeah, I wish I could get
Dude,
into
single
single
player
player
games
games.
are great, man. It's a shame they don't do enough of them anymore. Everything seems to be a battle royale,
Yeah,
which is just
true.
really fucking boring.
It was cool at first. It was, and now it's like they overdid it.
Too
Yeah,
much.
yeah, they added too much stuff into it. Like,
Warzone just won't die, even though it's complete ass, because fucking every big YouTuber likes to play it. But it's so stupid, because the game's not good.
yeah, I haven't actually met one person that likes Warzone.
Then they got Modern Warfare 3 coming out.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And instead of
After
gonna
they
have Warzone,
completely
it's gonna
told
be
us they
ass.
weren't gonna do it this year.
Yeah, bunch of liars. Bunch of freaking liars.
I wonder if they're trying to sell it off as, oh, it's an expansion pack to Modern Warfare 2.
That's what they kind of did at first, but now it seems like a fully fleshed out game.
Yeah, and they're gonna fully flesh out our bank accounts.
I don't have high hopes for it. I think it's
Yeah, yeah, I'm gonna not get it unless
not be that good.
I hear amazing things about it.
Yeah.
I mean, I say that every year about COD, and then I end up caving and getting it like a month in. But this year I'm serious.
Well, if nobody else gets it, I definitely won't get it.
Yeah,
I only usually get it when everybody else gets it,
that's true.
unless I think it looks good. Then I might pre-order it. But the past since I think the last game I pre-ordered was probably BO3, or no, Modern Warfare. I did pre-order a Modern Warfare 2, but it's only because everybody was on like you, Reese, Jake,
Yeah.
everybody was
No,
like, you gotta pre-order. I was
I
like,
did.
okay.
I was going to pre-order it, but I didn't. I waited a couple of weeks, and then everyone convinced me to get it. I didn't pre-order it though.
Yeah,
Wish
either
I
way,
did.
I just remember everybody was like, yeah, dude.
Yeah, because everyone got like special packs and stuff when they pre-ordered it, but I was kind of ticked off because I didn't pre-order it.
I didn't really get anything that mattered.
Yeah, just a
No,
skin.
it's always that way. It's just fucking yeah, stupid.
But just a way to make sure you buy their game. Now, if they gave me like 10% off, maybe I'd pre-order it. Not that that's a lot, but you're paying freaking $70 for a game nowadays.
Yeah, wasn't
Can we
there
get game
pre-order
prices to go
discount?
back down to like 30?
No, no way.
I'll even take
I wish
45.
it would. I wish it just. There's no fucking way that would ever happen.
Cause tell you what, man, I get just as much enjoyment out of the free games on Steam that we've been playing than. That's not true, but
Yeah, no, this free games definitely give you something for a little while, but
yeah, it's definitely not long term. It's for one day here and there. But no, that's pretty cool. Starfield, I'm gonna have to look into that because I do want to get into single player games. It's just I can't.
I kind of want to get it. Although I don't know. It's hopefully it's good when the full release comes out, but it looks like a Fallout in space, and I'm down for that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. See, the only Fallout I've played is Fallout 76, but that was only because I could play it with you guys.
Yeah.
So
Well, that's the thing, dude. Is even Fallout 4 was a good Fallout, but it just didn't have the same like personality that the other ones did, and I don't know. I think Fallout 76, because it just kind of took that and then was like, we'll make it multiplayer, but we'll kind of screw the multiplayer aspect over, is just destined to not be good.
Yeah. I heard it was
Like
terrible at first.
Fallout 4 is pretty good, but if you were gonna take all the good stuff about that game away and just add multiplayer, it was not gonna be a good game.
That would
Because
be
it didn't
Fallout
have many
76.
NPCs at first, or
Yeah, yeah.
so like it's like that's just like basically your whole all your interactions in
I wonder what the game was
the other
before
games.
then. If there was no NPCs.
Fallout 76.
Yeah.
It was probably always gonna be a multiplayer game.
Yeah, yeah,
People have
no.
always asked for a multiplayer Fallout, but
I mean, I wonder what it was. I wonder what it was like before, like the NPCs. Like, how did you get your quests and everything?
oh, there was I don't know. I guess there might have been a few NPCs or like I'm not sure to be honest, but I know there just wasn't like ones that walked around or ones that you could really interact. There was only enemies. Kind of weird. Like why?
Yeah. Why
Why
not
would you
just
do that?
start by doing the right thing instead of releasing a game that's trash? That goes for like any game maker,
Yeah.
especially COD. COD won't even fix their problems. They'll acknowledge it, but they won't fix it.
Yeah. They don't care.
Yeah. Well,
All right.
uh,
In other news,
mhm.
so apparently now we, as you know, a little bit younger people, when we were in high school and middle school,
Mhm.
you know, we didn't, yeah, we didn't have too bad of a problem, dude. But do you remember how some rooms, the AC and stuff would just not work?
Yes.
Yeah, dude. And see, I remember that they had those big, fucking huge units at the like at the side of the room that had the vents on the top that would blow the air up.
Yeah, yeah.
You
And you
remember
sit
that
on
shit,
top of
dude?
them. Yeah, you had one
Yeah.
in our Spanish teacher's class, dude. You would
I'm
we,
like,
we took paper and we'd fucking float the paper to the top of the ceiling and let
oh
it
yeah,
sit
yeah,
there.
yeah. Yeah, I remember that,
Yeah.
dude. But yeah, that. So apparently, so as you remember, dude, like half of them didn't work.
Mhm.
Apparently, that goes for a lot of America. So a 2020 study showed that about 36,000 out of every 100,000 schools need an upgraded heating, ventilation, and conditioning unit.
Yeah, dude. I'm not surprised. I mean, there's
And
like
that's
no more
pretty
HVAC
crazy.
workers.
I feel like I don't know. I never remember it being that huge of a deal.
Yeah.
Like there was definitely days where it was hot and it was like,
Mhm.
damn it, why is this room so fucking hot? But
Also, you gotta think about location. I mean, imagine down here, dude. Fucking the desert, no AC.
yeah, I was gonna say New England isn't very it's got a lot of different weather, but nothing too fucking extreme.
Yeah. I mean, I'm so
Nothing
glad my
completely.
apartment has AC. Every now and then I go over someone's house, friend of a friend's, and their apartment won't have AC, and I'm like, I'm fucking dying over here. Like, I gotta
Yeah,
go.
that's a fucking crazy thing is that yeah, all these fucking schools got no heating or cooling. And I remember that crap. But I also think it's like I don't know. Is it that big of a deal? In some places, probably, but
Yeah, absolutely. We're
some places it's like it's probably pretty good temperatures all year round.
yeah, like New England is not that much of a problem. I would say, like, cause like you said, it's just gonna feel extra extra hot, but not like unbearably hot.
Yeah.
But certain places, it's probably gonna be a problem, and especially, I mean, yeah, especially in schools. That should be like the one place they have it under control. Like schools, hospitals, anything government related, I guess.
Yeah. But like, there's 36%, man.
36%.
That's a pretty large number.
Yeah,
Pretty large percentage.
especially when you think about.
And I know our school was super cheap about stuff, man.
Oh yeah, no, they
So
saved
no
money
doubt
everywhere they could.
they're in that percent.
They would. Anytime we had a field trip, dude, no matter like even if it was just like a field that costs no money to go to,
Well,
they would
they
have us
screwed
do a
our
fucking
class.
fundraiser.
They screwed our class because all our fundraising money, we didn't get to use it.
Yeah, I do
And
remember
then they
that. Why?
fucking,
Where did it go
and
to
then
though?
then they used it for their own shit.
That's fucked up.
They just basically stole it. They're like, "Yep, we fundraised it," even though it was dead. It was supposed to be your class fundraiser.
We're gonna use it.
Yeah, we're just gonna use it for everything around the school. We're gonna get the middle school new jerseys, new football jerseys.
That would be
While
nice.
your class, your senior class is gonna have to use dog shit jerseys. It's like, what the hell? We fucking made that money. I imagine that's what it's like at a lot of other schools. Probably why this stupid stuff is happening.
Yeah. I wonder where else they were saving money. Not just they don't like because there was a lot of cheap stuff. Like the TVs. We didn't have like multiple TVs. We had like one TV that they all had to share, and they had to like roll it back to the fucking library or some shit.
Yeah, one shitty ass TV.
Yeah, it wasn't even like a good TV either. It was just one TV, and if that
They had
broke,
that TV in the lobby. The one TV that would like display the weather
oh
every
yeah,
day. And that's it.
like a menu TV
They're
almost.
like, we spent $600 on this TV just to display the weather in the lobby every day.
Yeah, that was fucking pointless. Make the parents think their kids are at a good school. It's all about tricking them.
Pretty much.
So, I got a thing about Aerosmith.
To
They have a Peace Out tour coming after 46 years of being together.
are we done? Are you finishing?
Yep, they're calling it quits.
Damn, dude, that's crazy.
Yeah, and they said that the band members said they're gonna be seeking out a new lead singer because Steven Tyler is gonna do his own thing.
Oh, so they're not stopping completely. They're just saying farewell to Steven Tyler.
Yes, but this is gonna be the last time they tour because they're 70 something years old. They said, and they just don't want to do another tour. So
Oh, fair enough.
yeah. So what I assume that means is they're gonna do like a show here and there, but they're not gonna go on a full U.S. tour again.
Yeah.
But
So,
46
pretty cool.
years, that's a long fucking time, dude. For
Yeah,
a
it's a
band?
long time.
I don't even
Yeah,
know
dude,
what bands
nowadays
are up
you'd be lucky if you're relevant for fucking 5 years.
there. Yeah. Yeah.
Insane.
They had a couple of good hits. What bands have you been listening to lately? Or artists?
I actually listened. I've been listening to this new country guy, Speedy West.
Really?
Yeah, I mean he's a he's like a steel guitarist, like a steel pedal guitar player,
That's cool.
whatever the fuck it's called. But he doesn't really sing. He's just a guitar player, and he just plays music, and he's
Mhm.
played in a bunch of other like back to a bunch of other bands and stuff too,
Hmm.
I guess. But I've just been like listening to a lot of his stuff. I don't know.
That's cool.
It's like from the like started in like the 50s or something, and it's going went up through like the 80s and
Oh
stuff.
wow.
Well, he was around for a while, and yeah, and he was one of the first people to start playing on a steel guitar.
Those are cool.
Pretty sure. He was one of the first. He was one of the first people to fucking do something. I'm pretty sure. I was reading. I was trying to read up about him
Mhm.
because when I find an artist that's just like different,
Mhm.
but like also pretty good, I like to look up. Usually I don't. Usually I'm like, oh, that's just a pretty good song, pretty cool.
I am the opposite. I'll look at their whole discography, man. I'll learn their backstory, their origin roots. Fucking
Only if I really like them.
yeah.
If it's like say for like Green Day, for
Mhm.
example, like I know a lot of Green Day songs. I know Green Day's big. I like know no, I know nothing about Green Day. I probably couldn't even name all the members. So like
I definitely
like
couldn't.
that's just how I am with music. Unless it's like a band I really think is cool.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Freaking oddly, I've I've never been big on country, but like the last month or two, I've been slowly getting into it. Like just dipping the toes.
I think you like this kind of country stuff. It sounds really cool.
Yeah. Oh,
You
I
can just
wouldn't be
say, and
surprised.
they use a big thing. I mean, I'm sure you know way more than me because you're a guitar player, but with like the steel guitars and stuff, and like they use a lot of like the metal slides,
Mhm. Oh yeah.
and they do a lot of like the cool. I don't know, it just sounds really cool. Like
Oh
you
well.
probably know.
Yeah, yeah, I know what you're talking about. That's the one where they have it like on the. It almost is like a guitar on a table, but on a stand.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
and they
yeah,
fucking yeah.
and
All
like
right.
they have upright versions and stuff. Yeah, but I
Yeah,
think
you
that's like
can.
mainly.
Some people just like put a glass slide over their finger or stainless steel slide, and they'll just use it on their ring finger and play it like a normal guitar.
Yeah, yeah.
Just easier to play it like that sometimes, depending on how involved you get.
And so I'm getting into him, getting into him. Other than that, though, not too much right now.
Mhm.
You know,
You hear that Oliver Anthony song?
Oliver Anthony song. No, I don't know who that is.
So he has this. So it's this guy. Um, he basically wrote a song called. It's called Richmond North of Richmond, and it's calling out
Mm.
like politicians, and it mentions how certain people in certain classes are treated like shit, and how their country's divided, right? And
Uh huh.
what's crazy is it fucking blew up like overnight.
Damn.
Like, and
I
this,
haven't heard. I don't think I've heard it.
yeah, blew up within like it blew up overnight, and then like a week later, he was on Joe Rogan, the podcast, and this just all happened like the last 2 weeks.
Damn.
Yeah, yeah, it's crazy. Like,
Have you heard? You heard it? Is it good?
yeah, I've heard it. It's actually pretty good. Like, yeah, it's kind of country. So, like I said, I'm dipping my toes into country. It was pretty good.
Probably the big thing. A lot of that's a big problem with a lot of country nowadays. Is like there's some legit people, but
Hmm.
a lot of it's just like millionaires fucking talking about how they like farm life, which they probably like never step foot on a farm.
Yeah, exactly.
But
Jason
like,
Aldean, dude, take a ride on my big green tractor.
see, I don't know. I don't even know too much, but I know there's some real ones out there. But
The last
yeah, for the
country
most
song
part,
I got into one country song. It's pretty cool. It was like this. It was a true story. Could get into it. It's basically this guy goes to a bar, and he meets this old dude, and they start talking. They start shooting the shit. Right? They don't know each other. They're just two strangers, and they start talking for hours about everything. Eventually, at the end of the night, they gave each other their contact information, and they kind of keep in touch, you know. And then
Yeah.
few years later, he hasn't heard from him. The guy hasn't heard from the old man, but he opens the paper, and it's an obituary. The old man died, and the old man had changed his will, gave nothing to his kids because his kids were just, you know, money pleasers. But and,
Really?
and what I mean by he changed his will was the old man was a millionaire, and he left all his fortunes to the dude that he met in the bar, and his kids were fucking
Damn.
pissed, and so they wrote a song about it. It's called "People Are Crazy."
Who wrote a song about it? The kids?
No, no, the guy that got the money had
Oh, the guy that got the money.
yeah, the guy that got the money had
Cool.
Billy Currington write a song about it.
Damn, that's cool.
Yeah, I was like, that's freaking crazy.
I mean, that's a pretty smart way of making more money. You're like, here's $1 million. You're like, what can I do with this? Oh, pay a fucking genius fucking country artist to write me a hit song.
Yeah, about this experience,
Yeah.
which is, and it's not a bad song. It was like it was
You
probably my
ever seen that movie? Sorry, this is kind of a little bit backtracking, but because you were talking about tractors, you ever seen that movie where the guy gets like ran over by the tractor?
what?
Dude, there's like a movie I remember as a kid where there was there's like this kid or this like dude, he wasn't that old, I don't think. I think he was like a younger kid, not like super young, but he was driving the tractor like on this farm. And like he gets off to do something, blah blah blah, and then it just like shows the tractor driving towards him still going. I don't even know. He runs off it while it's moving for some reason. It keeps moving. He like runs down the things doing something. I don't even remember. And then he gets run over, and then like it cuts to like the little girl, like his little sister or something, running over and being like, "Oh, what's," yelling his name, and then it's like shows the mom there with like his dead fucking chopped up body,
Jesus,
and she's like, "Go away." I can't remember what movie that is, dude. That movie was fucking.
can't believe they made a
I
movie about it.
I don't even remember any of the other parts of the movie. I'm pretty sure that's the only part I saw. I just remember him getting run over by the tractor. I was like, I never understood it. I was like, how the fuck did he get run over by the loud ass fucking tractor?
Um, you'd be surprised. Fucking Jeremy Renner got ran over by his snowplow. The guy that plays Clint in Avengers, the Hawkeye.
His own snowplow, like what on a truck or?
Yeah, yeah. He was helping one of his neighbors or something snowplow their driveway, and he got out of the snowplow for some reason, and it just fucking ran him over. He was in the hospital for like a couple of months.
Damn.
Yeah, this was like just last year.
That one might be a little bit slower, dude. I don't know, or quieter. I don't know.
Yeah.
The Man in the Moon is the movie.
Man in the Moon.
Yeah.
Sounds like a new Michael Jackson song.
Yeah, the guy just fucking runs off the tractor while it's moving.
Let's see.
Yeah, I'm gonna fucking watch it. So he's driving the tractor. He's driving the tractor. He sees a hat on a branch. He drives past it. The scene cuts to the mom now walking out of the house. Fast forward. Where the fuck is it?
This guy on this tractor.
Oh, he falls off the tractor. Okay. So the scene goes. He's trying to grab the hat off the branch. He spins back around to try to grab it. The tractor's towing like a fucking thing that's spinning, that's churning up the dirt, like spinning blades. And he falls off while he's trying to grab the hat, so the thing gets him.
And they made a movie about it.
No, they didn't make a movie about it. I don't know what the fuck the movie's about. That's just
Oh.
one of the scenes.
Oh, dude, this whole time I thought you were telling me that they made a movie about a guy falling off his tractor.
No, I have no clue.
I wouldn't really be surprised though, dude. They'll make a movie about anything. But
Yeah, I don't know what the movie's about.
that's crazy.
Based on a true story though.
Dude, I can't imagine getting fucking murked by a tractor. That's my way out.
Yeah, man. That's some ballsy shit trying to grab a hat, dude. He was like hanging off. He was like holding it with one arm and like standing on it with one foot while reaching all the way
I
out.
mean, I kind of get it, how it happened, because
I get how it happened, but I also think that'd be a ridiculously stupid thing to try, even if you thought you could pull it off.
yeah, there's a lot of yeah. I would have to see the scene to see exactly what happened, but
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't show him getting chopped up. It just
Uh.
shows him literally as the tractor's going. He's holding onto the steering wheel with one arm. He's got his foot planted on one part, like where he normally has his foot, and he's completely on one side of the tractor, reaching out, and he just falls, and that's it. That's how it cuts, and then like obviously it's assumed that he gets chopped up by the thing that he's dragging.
yeah.
I don't know why it went on that tangent. That movie just had a really deep core memory.
Just one of those movies that stick with you.
Yeah, I don't even remember any. I don't think I watched any rest of the movie. I think I saw that one part.
It's weird.
Weird.
Weird how some movies have like one scene that stick with you.
Yeah, or like as a kid, it just was more freaking like you watch TV. I mean, nowadays it's way worse. People don't really watch TV. They got Netflix, Disney Plus. But even like
Yeah.
when we were younger, there was still like people still watch cable. Like Netflix was like the only thing. And
Yeah. Yeah, because I remember having to actually wait a week to watch TV and having commercials. There were some nice parts about commercials, but there was also like downsides. Cool thing was you always
thing
kind of knew what was coming out.
yeah,
You always had a bathroom break. That was awesome.
the bathroom break.
Yeah.
The breaks are. They should make a comeback, dude. Like I think
Yeah.
if cause like you got fucking an hour long episodes now because they have no ad space to fill, so you can just make them anytime they want. And it's like, I'm not trying to watch a movie that's 7 episodes long, dude. I'm trying to watch a TV show that's 7 episodes long.
Yeah.
Like if every episode's an hour or more, it's like
I just want
You're-
30
you
minutes
got-
of enjoyment. That's it.
even if you have 5 episodes in your season, it's 5 hours. It's like that's more
too
than a
much.
movie. And that's the whole point is you're supposed to shorten up the episodes so you can do more shit, so you can fit more shit. Not you don't make a TV show so you can make 5 movies. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You lose quality. I think that's one thing that always ends up happening.
Well, it just ends up being very boring. Every TV show feels very stale because they have all this random bullshit that they feel like they have to put in. And I feel like, I mean, I don't need it. Like, give me the fucking story, execute it well, and be done with it, dude. I don't need to know about every single fucking, like, little thing, dude.
Yeah.
Not in a TV show, man.
I hate when TV shows start at like they go on for so long, like then they just feel like, oh, we're fucking 6 or 7 seasons in. We need to start adding everything we can possible. And then there's like just too much. Like they overload you with knowledge that you can't keep up.
Yeah,
It happens in almost every show that goes past like 6 or 7 seasons.
or they just add too many characters. It's like
Yeah, that's another thing that
The
really.
Walking Dead had that problem where at first it was like they did a pretty good job of like keeping characters around for a while and only killing off a select few, and then replacing them with characters that stayed for a while. And then it felt like they just started being like, we're just action characters, and then another one's gonna take their place, and then fucking they're gonna die next season, and then another one's gonna take their place, and there's just everybody's a new person every episode. It's like I
Rinse
don't
and repeat.
know, I don't care about all these people. I just want to know what happens to Rick at the end of it. He's the main guy. He's
Yeah.
the guy you should be focusing on since the beginning.
Uh,
And I don't know if they still do. Did Rick die? Yeah, he died, right?
I never got into The Walking Dead.
I watched it up to like season 7. Right around when Negan came in, and I was like,
He does
not
not.
that Negan was
die.
bad, but I just got sick of fucking the boring ass episodes and nothing happened. Nothing would happen, and that's what I mean, dude. It's like you make these hour-long episodes for nothing, Nothing happens in them.
Or, even worse, is exactly what The Walking Dead did. It'll make it appear as they die, but they don't. Do you want me to say what happens?
Oh yeah.
Or not? I don't
Sure.
want to spoil it, just in case.
Well, I don't care. I'm not gonna watch it.
Alright, so, Rick Grimes does not die in The Walking Dead. However, he is presumed dead by his friends and family after an explosion on a bridge in Season 9. He is mysteriously taken away by a helicopter while on the verge of death and is never seen again. Rick
Well,
will
that's such a
return to the
stupid
Walking
ending.
Dead universe in 2024. In their
Dude,
own
that's-
spin-off, The Walking Dead: The Ones Who Lived.
Might be cool, but again, it's like I don't know. You don't have all this character build-up, character shit. Like you don't do it all for nothing. So why would you have them just disappear and be assumed dead by all the other characters just to come back?
Yeah.
What arc does that have for him? What does that do for his character? Like, you know what I mean? People are like they're so worried about, and it's the same thing with. It's the same reason why Jake doesn't like Stranger Things is. He doesn't think like enough people die,
Yeah.
but it's also like. It's not that I really care for that, but what they do the same is, they don't really. They do all this build up for them to just keep tagging along these characters.
Mhm.
Where it's like their story could have ended, they could have been a beautiful character, but now they have to just take them and do a whole bunch of other shit to them and keep them moving just because it pleases the fans.
Yeah. No, I get that.
And it's like Rick should have died in like season 7, dude. Because he did so much already, dude. The fact that he's still alive is more of a testament to that effect. Like he's a demigod or something. Because like, you don't just survive, 8 seasons of The Walking Dead, bro. Nobody else does.
Did you see the new season of
Except for
Stranger
maybe
Things?
his son. Yeah, I've seen the new season.
What's the okay? So I think her name's Maxine, right? That was like the Max.
Yeah,
She
the
was-
red-haired chick. The
Yeah.
red-haired girl.
She should have died. She absolutely should have died.
Yeah. So that's the thing. It's like
Too much build
they
up.
should. They do all this stuff, and yeah, and then she's gonna be there for another fucking 5 seasons, and by the end of it, her character's gonna look stupid because she's done a bunch of stupid random shit that doesn't align with her character anymore because they ran out of ideas.
Well, the funny thing is, you think they're still going to be in high school when 5 years
got-
later?
No, but think of that '70s show. Think of that '70s show too,
Yeah, that's true. Uh, well, they couldn't
where
fucking
like
decide what to do with all the characters. They kept leaving, coming back, leaving, coming back.
exactly, and they just did things that weren't par for their characters because they were running out of ideas.
Yeah, it was. It's cool seeing Eric leave, but then he came back. It was like, oh, yeah,
It's Rick Grimes. He's Rick Grimes, dude.
yeah, he's exactly that. And now they, and then finally, once we all agreed that '70s show was an awesome show, they're like, let's make that '90s show. Is that what it was?
Yeah, that '90s show. I
Dude,
think
that was fucking stupid.
I didn't watch it.
You didn't?
I don't know. I don't know. I didn't.
I did. It was not worth it.
No.
In
That was
short.
like, I was like when they did Fuller House.
Yeah.
I watched some of that,
I
and it
watched
was
like
alright
three
at
episodes of
first,
that.
but it also wasn't. They didn't have the Olsen twins because
Mhm.
you know obviously
Yeah.
they're addicts. But
Drugs.
you know, I don't know. It's just like that's the thing too is there's so much fucking hype around rebooting series nowadays. Nobody wants to make an original series.
Yeah. Didn't
And, like,
didn't Bob Saget die from Full House?
yeah, I think Bob Saget died.
Yeah. That stinks. One thing I always like kind of not looking forward to is like all our idols and shit that we've looked up to. They're all gonna start
Yeah,
dying.
I think about that too sometimes. I'm like, there's people like that. I'm like, damn, bro. Like they don't seem like they're gonna die
Yeah.
anytime soon, even though they could.
Mhm.
But like, once we're like, by the time we're like 60 or 70, it's like some of these people are gonna
They're all gonna
like
be
the
gone.
people that are our lifetime, but
Mhm. And it's crazy.
idols are gonna be gone. Like
Like,
PewDiePie, dude, that'd be crazy. PewDiePie might fucking die by the time we're like fucking 60 or 70.
oh, I didn't even think about like YouTubers and shit. Yeah. I
Just
wonder.
like anybody, like
You think he'll probably retire once he's like 30 or no, not 30, probably like 40?
I don't know when he'll retire, dude.
I
If
wonder
I
when
had
people on
YouTube
YouTube
as a
decide to give it
full-time
up.
job like that, I would just do it for as long as I wanted.
Yeah.
And that's the whole thing. I don't ever understand people's want to retire on YouTube. It's like, I get when you can be like, I'm doing basically what I'm doing is retiring, but I still will upload if I want to. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, people who are like, I'm done with YouTube, it's over, you know.
Fuck you guys. I never cared about you.
It's like, bro, it's like, why? Why would you just say, yes, I'm never gonna do something I like
Yeah.
again?
You didn't need to say that. You could just spend like, hey guys, I'm taking a break, probably forever, but maybe I'll post something here and there, and that'd be fine.
Yeah,
But now you've made a statement that you're never posting again.
I'm done. It's my retirement, people.
Yeah. Yeah, no. I was freaking backtracking a little bit. Like, people are gonna start going, dude. Like Jimmy Buffett, that was a guy that he's just been around for so long. That was like, that's crazy. Like
Dude, I think,
Aerosmith, not touring. That's a step in that direction.
yeah. What's crazy, a lot of the greats die early, man.
Yeah, that's true. Only the goods die young.
Only the good die, yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of true, though, man. I mean, it's not really, but it's also like it's also like you think some of the people that are like not very good will die. but they don't. They don't ever die.
And then they're
It's
there.
only someone.
They're just there, and you're like, what are they doing there still?
Yeah, you're like, why? This person's still around?
Yeah. I'm trying to think. Oh, what I was gonna say. What if like all the people that did die young? What if they were still around today, dude? That would be fucking wild. Michael Jackson. That'd be interesting.
Yeah, I think about things and like, I'm not really a Triple X fan
Mm-hmm.
or what's that other? There's another cool
Juice
guy.
World.
Juice World. Yeah, he was pretty talented and like, I'm really not big fans of theirs. I'd say like I like a couple of their songs,
Yeah,
but
same.
it's one of those things where like I'd imagine like even though I didn't like a lot of their songs, if they were still around today, like the rap industry would be so much different.
Oh, for
I think.
sure. And like I said, I just think the whole like I mean people like with a scale of like Michael Jackson, Elvis, people with like that big of a scale, like no one exists like that anymore.
Well, I know, but that's the thing though is those people had a pretty good run. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they oh for sure. But if they were still like here, like I wonder just how different things would be right now.
I don't think it'd be much different, because I think here's the thing is that they had a big enough run where I think their influence was able to get out there and be and affect the world, versus like something like I don't know, like even Nirvana, and
Mm-hmm.
Nirvana is like super talked about today still, but so it's not the best example, but like if Kurt Cobain was around for a little bit longer, it's like imagine how much different our music would be leading into the 2000s.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I mean, I still think they had a pretty good effect though. They had a pretty big impact, I'd say.
No, they did, and that's what I'm saying is
Mm-hmm.
think they were around long enough
Mm-hmm.
where they could do it. If they were still around today, I just don't think it would have a big of a difference versus somebody who just didn't have the time to make that much of an impact.
Yeah.
Because if they were still around today, they could make that impact.
Well, did they? Do you think they only blew up in the way that they did because of Kurt Cobain? Like, if he hadn't done what he did, and they still were around, do you think they would be as popular?
I mean,
Didn't they,
like it was who still around?
Kurt Cobain? Because
If he
didn't
was
they
still
only
around, who would be
get
more popular?
Nirvana? I mean,
Well,
it.
Nirvana had one of the best selling album of the '90s. They were already very popular.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
just saying because because they were already popular. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Popularity. I'm differentiating popularity from influence.
Hmm.
They were very popular, and they definitely had influence. But I'm saying if they had a longer stay, they would have had a lot more influence on the music.
Oh, for sure.
Versus somebody like Michael Jackson already had a lot of influence on the music. If he was around today, it might not change much because his
Hmm.
influence would have already taken place by the time by now.
Yeah. Well, his music was definitely a lot different though than, pop or what was he used? Mostly pop, right?
Yeah, Michael Jackson.
Hmm. I don't. What's the last band that you can think of that's pop that's still relevant?
I I don't know.
All I can think of is Maroon
Well,
Five,
he
and that
wasn't
might be
really a
pushing it.
band, but he was he had the Jack 5, I guess, but that was different.
Yeah.
But yeah, Michael Jackson was pop, but there's pop artists today. I think most artists today can be classified most popular artists, and that's exactly the point is
Hmm.
what pop music
Pop.
is.
Hmm.
So like I don't know, Ariana Grande, fucking even Drake. Drake's a rapper, but I'd also say he's a pop artist.
Hmm. Yeah, I could I could see that. Huh. That's cool.
Yeah, I'd say.
So, have you have any like drummers you look up to, or like try to follow?
Yes.
Yeah.
I really like Neil Peart. Not only because he's just nasty,
Mhm.
but because he's so fucking precise. And I also like Rod Purdy because the same thing. It's like they just take the time, or what's that guy Moffat? Fucking his last name's Moffat, I think. He
Moffat.
he was Michael Jackson's drummer. Speaking of Michael Jackson,
Oh.
and like they're just so like they play in a way that's so like tight. Like it's
Mhm.
not well, not like tight, but it's like so precise and
Clean.
so clean, and like they just have it down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they might not. I mean, Neil Peart is able to just fucking rock the shit, but
Mhm.
I don't know. The other two can play just really fucking clean, but like they can rock the shit too. But like I don't know, just something about that where it's like even if you're playing the hardest shit in the fucking world, if it's not clean, I'm just not that impressed because
Anyone can smash.
anybody can smash and play fast, you know what I mean? Like
It's the fucking
to
precise
be
wrist
like
movements and
perfect
shit.
and then just fucking and like everything sounds like like it's all consistent, you know what I mean? Like it sounds
Mhm.
like they're playing a drum, like they're playing a drum track, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it was made by a machine the way they play.
And they're hooked up to a fucking MIDI
Like it's
system.
that perfect. Everything, every fucking snare hits the exact same like sound, exact same loudness, every fucking thing, and then like just the intricacies they can do. Like you know what I mean? I don't know. I love
Mhm.
that about drumming
Yeah.
because like a lot of people like Dave Grohl, and I like Dave Grohl just as much as anybody else. But he's also just like he's just a big smasher. You know
Oh
what I
yeah.
mean? Which
Big
I
old Dave on
like.
the
Like
drums.
he does good on his songs, but like something about that just isn't doesn't get me like I don't know. Something when I see people just playing like shit
Mhm.
real clean, it gets me hyped, dude. Gets me hyped about it.
I remember when we would play like local shows and stuff, you know, all around, and you would see like people who like practice jazz and stuff, so like they have like, you know, the precise movements down. Obviously not as good as like some people, like, you know, Dave Grohl or as Neil, but you would see like they got it down precisely. And then every
Mhm.
now and then you just get this one guy that's fucking just swinging, dude. He's not even fucking. He like full grips the drumsticks, doesn't do like the, you know.
Yeah, just slamming.
Yeah, just like an
The
absolute
weird, the
smasher.
different ways people play are interesting.
Yeah,
That
and
goes for
it's.
all instruments too.
Mhm,
Cause like I notice you and like it's just a big thing with guitar players how they hold it.
mhm.
Like some people hold it like the Beatles, just straight. You hold it. I noticed you like to like lean back and kind of rest it a
Yeah,
little bit,
I do lean back a
and then
lot.
like people like some people like hang it real low and they're fucking strumming it. They're fucking.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's just weird how different people play. And some people only play while sitting. Some people goes for all instruments. It's weird, but it's also like it's weird how it's just everybody's. I feel like it's one of the instruments are one of those things where I think because we're so inclined with music, like human beings, like we're just so interested in it for the most part. I feel like anybody could play an instrument if they really wanted to, like if they're physically capable.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, even now, there's plenty of programs for people that are like disabled to be able to play
Hmm.
with like a MIDI touchpad or something.
Yeah. But I feel like it's just so it's one of those things where it's so interesting to people.
Mhm. And
Like being able to do it yourself seems cool.
whether they admit it or not, they all want to learn. I haven't met one
Yeah.
person that's been like, "Oh man, I wish like
Yeah, I never want to learn an instrument
yeah,
ever.
even if it's like a ukulele, which is actually pretty cool to play.
Yeah, some
But
people, everybody just wants to learn something.
yeah,
I think that's cool about it. And it's like,
mhm.
I can't remember where they might have been talking about this on Joe Rogan. They might have mentioned how like people can everybody drives, like everybody how just everybody learns how to drive, and
Yeah,
it's pretty crazy how we're all just capable of doing it. And for the most part, we're all pretty good. Like if you're like not I don't want to say everybody's pretty good, but
yeah.
we're good to the point
We're
where
we're
we're
able to
not
put
all
it in drive and
crashing
fucking take off.
everywhere. Yeah, we're able to have a functioning society with cars. So like I feel like it's the same way with music. Like if everybody just had to learn an instrument,
Yeah,
we
do
all
your
could
shit.
do it and we all could play. I bet we all could play pretty fucking well. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? And be pretty good
with
artists.
almost everyone I know, I've taught them at least one riff on the guitar, whether it was like one note, like one string, like a bow
Yeah.
bow 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 bow
I feel like
bow.
yeah, that's mostly the problem is learning the chords, but it's also a thing where if I feel like if you learn it much younger,
Oh, for sure.
you can almost just like that shit just kind of like absorbs into you
Yeah,
and
I'll
you
just
don't
start
really think
clicking.
about it as much. Yeah.
Yeah. It's definitely harder to learn anything the older you get. That's one thing that's becoming a lot more clear now.
Yeah, you just gotta. It's also you gotta use it or lose it, man. If you don't keep doing it, you just don't remember it.
Yeah. Like the worst thing is like, like we're still young, but like I can't retain shit anymore. Like you'll tell me how to do something, I'll try to learn it. I'm like, unless it's on the guitar,
Yeah,
then I can retain it because I understand guitar. But like something
yeah,
completely different, can't do it.
yeah, man. It's tough. I mean, we got it easy nowadays too, where we can just look up anything.
Yeah,
Like we don't really even have to remember it.
yeah,
Probably part of the problem.
yeah. It definitely is having constant knowledge at our fingertips to look anything up
Cause
that
like
we have to.
imagine if you were in the '70s and you were playing your guitar and you wanted to learn a bunch of songs. Like you couldn't just go on YouTube or go on Google and look up the chord progression or look up the notes. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like you had to go find the sheet music of it,
Yeah,
and then you
learn
had to
how to
learn
read
sheet
sheet
music.
music or
Yeah,
tabs to get the idea.
and then and it'd be a thing you'd have to keep with you. Thing keep you'd have to keep knowing it so you could learn other songs.
Yeah, and if you wanted to record yourself to hype yourself up and listen back to it, you couldn't just whip out your phone, go into your phone recorder. You'd have to have like a fucking whole ass cassette thing going
Oh
on,
yeah, you'd have to fucking.
and hope to God you get it right. Otherwise, you have to fucking
Mm,
rewind it.
yeah.
Hope you remember it by the time it's done rewinding.
Nowadays we got Rocksmith and whatnot. You can play it
Yeah.
like as a game and learn it that way.
Yeah, that's crazy. I had Rocksmith. That is, I gotta see if there's like a colorblind mode on there, cause like I can't play it. It's all like color coded, and I'm like trying to look at it. I'm like, how do I do this?
Yeah, I'd imagine that'd be hard, but it also you know guitar, so it might be
Yeah,
a little bit easier. A little bit easier and a little bit harder at the same time.
yeah. Oh, it's just crazy. You have any how is drumming going? It's been a while since I've even think asked that.
Doing good.
Yeah,
Still learning.
yeah. Learning anything specific?
Maybe not specifically. Every time I play, I try to put on a different song and just play along and try to play the beat.
Okay.
I don't really have like I don't know. I don't really have anything I want to learn specifically because it's not so much the songs I want to play. Like I can already kind of learn them. Like I'm already to the point where I feel like most of the stuff I want to play is is um is playable.
Hmm.
But what just the stuff like some of the hard music I like obviously I can't get there. So like I'll try to just listen to harder things and play along.
Dude, that's how I feel when I listen to math rock. I'm fucking I hear people doing crazy shit on guitar, like tapping, and I'm like, yeah, I'm never gonna get there. That's
Dude, it's crazy, man. Like it's almost discouraging how how good you want to be versus how good you're getting and how fast you're getting to it.
yeah. I remember.
Because like there's things like where I'm just like, I want my hand to move faster, and I'm just at a point where I'm like, I literally have to fucking shake my hand all day to learn how to make it go faster.
Dude.
Part of it's just technique too, but like, yeah, it's like some people just have it too. Some people are just
Oh, for
really
sure.
good with the shit they got, and
Pisses
like
me
you
off
just
is
can't
like the
compete.
people that don't even try, and you know they're not even trying. They just have it. Like
Oh yeah,
they're just doing it. And it's like fuck
that's
you,
what I
man.
mean with like Neil Peart and stuff.
Hmm.
They're so good where it's like they just look like they're a robot. Like they're not even trying. It's not hard. It's just concise and perfect. And it's just like they've got it down.
What pisses me off, dude, is when I'm at like a show or something, and the guitarist is like doing fucking circles, playing behind his fucking head, not even looking, doing crazy shit. I'm like, fuck that guy, man. Took me like a month and a half to write like one simple little math rock riff where I'm fucking tapping and shit. And this guy's just doing
Yeah.
360 no scopes playing on his guitar, dude.
Well, I'd also imagine there's things people get proficient in, like you maybe indie isn't even the most technical hard thing to play, but like you probably just have a lot of experience of playing it where you can make certain things sound good versus like somebody who mains in country just won't be able to do.
Yeah, that's true. As
Or
if I
where
were to
there's
write a
different
country
things
riff, I
that
could
people play.
probably never do that.
Yeah,
Try.
or like I don't know, but because you just I don't know, it's so intricate and so different all around that it'd be hard to just keep up with every style and every way every person's playing.
Yeah. Music's a weird thing, man.
Music's great. It's one of the only great things still left. Like
Yeah.
music, there might be shit music, but there's still lots of good music
Oh,
coming
yeah.
out.
There's hidden gems
I don't
and
know. We might get to a point where there's just only shit movies and only shit TV
I
shows and only shit games, and I don't know if that will happen, but I
definitely
feel
with
like just because
games
of the market that they're in.
we'll have to see how what was it, Starlight?
Starfield.
Starfield. We'll have to Starlight, dude. I'm thinking of the fucking the soups, the boys. But
Boys.
yeah, no, we'll just have to see how Starfield comes out. But as for games right now, dude, it's been hard trying to find good games recently.
Yeah, I mean, nothing feels worth buying anymore.
No, that's what
I
I'm
don't know if
thinking.
that's just because we're getting older, but like there's so many games that I'm just like, after 10 minutes, I'm gonna be bored because it looks repetitive. Like there's
Yeah.
nothing, and that's why I want to try it. I want to see how Starfield does because it's RPG, and RPGs got more depth to them. So like,
Hmm.
but I don't know. I just feel like nothing is worth me spending $70 on. Like I feel like if I don't spend 20 hours or more on a game, I shouldn't spend $70 on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I could do, I could do a lot more with $70
Oh,
than
for sure.
in 20 hours. You know what I mean? Like, you could, you go to the movies, that's fucking $10. You could, and then after that, you could go get a meal. And then
Hmm.
after that, you could go to the fucking bowling. And after that, you know what I
Just
mean?
go to the bar and leave a
You
tip.
could do a, you could do a whole fucking lot and get your fucking fill in of action, and you could spread it out over multiple days. Versus like if I'm spending $70 and I spend 10 hours on it less than a day,
Hmm.
it's like why the fuck would I do that?
No, like that's what I was saying earlier, man. We gotta get these game prices down. It's not justifiable anymore. Like
I
at
don't think the
first,
game prices need to come down, and like it's just a thing because if they were priced how they should be priced with inflation, they'd be like around $100 or something. Like they'd be way more expensive. Games are still technically cheap, but It's just the fact that we're not getting the quantity.
Yeah. We're not getting quantity or quality. We're just getting shit.
Like Modern Warfare 2 was pretty much the same game as Modern Warfare 1, the new ones.
Yeah.
And it was a whole nother $60 for basically a copy with a new story. Like I guess it what did it even have a story? Did I don't even remember. Did the new Modern Warfare have a story?
I think it
The
did.
new the well, I guess not the new one, but even if it didn't, or even if it did, but like it's just I feel like it's the same pretty much a game. Why would I spend another? Why would I? I did, but why would I for another time? Like why would I again? I feel like we gotta start smarting up because like I don't know, gotta get you money's worth out here.
Yeah. It's. Yeah. I feel like you gotta be
And also it's
careful.
like especially with battle royales, everything's a battle royale now. You're paying fucking the free ones are cool that they're free or whatever, but
Hmm.
like if you're paying
You
money
can
for
tell
a
it's free.
game with a battle royale or something, or like it's like they're all the same. You know what I mean?
Yeah. There's just,
You don't
like,
need every battle royale game.
if they
'Cause they're
made
all
the
the same.
battle royale with, I love the gameplay from that hunting game you got recently. Was it
Oh yeah, dude.
the hunt
The
Call of the
hunter,
Wild? Hunter?
the hunter.
The
Yeah,
hunter, yeah.
Call of the Wild.
If they had like with that kind of style, a battle royale, that would be sick. But keep it simple. Don't add like curses and spells and shit like that. No
Yeah,
building. Just fucking keep it guns, normal guns.
that's a big thing too now is simplicity. A lot of games just overdo it with a bunch of random obnoxious stuff.
One cool thing. One cool
Back in
thing.
the day, an FPS would just be maps, your guns,
Yeah,
and you fighting other people.
it's America's proving grounds right
There's a
there.
couple game modes, but nowadays it's like, well, you gotta have DMZ, gotta have Warzone, gotta have fucking, you gotta always have another mode. You always gotta have another, you know, side mode.
Yeah, that is true. Well,
Like that was Fortnite too, dude. Fortnite started off as battle royale started off as a side mode, and then it got big.
really? What was it before?
Yeah,
Was it like TDM and stuff?
it was no, it was like almost like Plants vs Zombies, but like you just would build up like your shit, like
Hmm.
building in Fortnite. You build like your base,
Yeah.
and you get all the traps and stuff like you have in Fortnite, but you'd use it just to fend off waves of zombies that would come at your building.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah, but they just took forever to release it, and then they were like, "Well, here's this. We're gonna release it soon, so here's this battle royale mode to hold you over," and then it took off, and then they almost forgot about the other mode, and then they released it like way later.
Oh, I didn't even know they had that mode. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's how it started, and that's the part of the reason why it had so much hype around it in the beginning,
Hmm.
because people already knew it was a game for a long time, but they hadn't released it.
Uh, there's there any games you've ever wanted to try but haven't tried?
There's a few. One of them's the Metro series. I really want to play
I've
those.
seen those. Those are
Um,
cool.
Dead Space would be cool, especially because they just did that remake of the first one.
Hmm.
Um, let's see, what other games
I've been
have
wanting
I?
to try Cyberpunk for so long.
Cyberpunk seems cool, dude, but
Yeah.
it also seems like a lot. Like it feels like a
Yeah.
game where like it feels like a game made by Quentin Tarantino or something. Like I don't know, like it just looks weird and like I'm sure it's wicked fun, but
Hmm.
I don't know. Like I don't know if I'd get into the style and to the atmosphere.
I'll probably I'll next time if I notice it on sale, I'll probably get it. But I'll
Yeah.
see what happens. But at the same time, I don't even really know what it is. It's It's multiplayer, right? Massive online multiplayer.
Cyberpunk? No, it's a RPG. It's another RPG game.
Oh,
Single player.
okay. Oh, I thought it was like co-op or something. Wow.
It might be co-op. I don't think so though.
Maybe that's why I never got it, cause like, yeah, but yeah, I'll have to look it up, cause I did want to try that game.
Yeah, I mean, it looks really cool. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna do a multiplayer. I think they said they had plans and then they just stopped.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at right now. Uh, DLC plans were scrapped due to its unsavory launch.
Yeah, that was the problem. Is it launched like dog shit?
They pulled a book play from the Book of Battlefield.
Yep. Book for Fallout 76.
Yeah.
That's one of the big problems with a lot of the games nowadays. I feel like why none of them are worth anything. They have shitty launches too. It's like you're gonna not give me a fucking working game on launch.
Yeah.
I don't care if you gotta push it back another 6 months, dude. Just make sure when I play the game, it's not fucking breaking every 2 seconds.
Make sure I'm buying a decent product.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Especially because it's like kind of what you promised. You weren't like, here, we're making this game. It's gonna be kind of fucking buggy, but we'll still release it. You're like, yes, here's this amazing game. We're gonna show no footage of it ever being a problem. And then when it releases, it's a pile of dog crap. So.
Yeah. Well, I think that's all I had. Do you have anything?
I got one more thing actually, and it's pretty funny. Now, if you remember a couple weeks ago when we talked, you remember Mitch McConnell?
Yes, yes, the guy that froze.
Yes.
Yeah.
He did it again.
He did it
He
again.
had he did it a second time. Can you believe it? I'm gonna send you a link right
Yeah.
now to the video. It's absolutely bonkers. It happened again. Cause it's like one time it's like, okay, maybe it was a screw up or maybe something. I don't know. People have brain farts. 2 times it's like, all right, now you're just abusing this guy. 'Cause
Okay.
whoever's got him up there, whoever's making him run, dude. This guy clearly, you know, he's not able to. He's not fit to.
I'm sorry, I had a hard time hearing you.
That's okay. What are your thoughts on running for re-election in 2026?
What are my thoughts about what?
Running for re-election in
Oh.
2026?
That's,
Wow.
Did you hear the question,
Crazy,
Senator?
dude, they do
Running
have
for
people-
re-election in 2026?
yes.
Like him still allowed in the government.
All right, I'm sorry, you all. We're going to need a
And
minute.
nothing personal. Like I don't really.
Senator.
I'm not too much. I don't know too much about politics. I don't do a whole lot of research, but just based on this alone, it's like this guy isn't fit for it. Just not physically able,
Yeah, no, I
not
completely
mentally
agree.
capable.
I feel bad,
Like-
to be honest.
Yeah, dude. It's like the guy clearly is having a hard time. Somebody like if you're like think about it, like you're that old. Things like this happen to you, and it's so embarrassing. And not only that, you're a fucking huge politician that's got to be on the news, and they have to record you doing this stuff. And like,
Mhm.
imagine how shitty that must be, especially if you're like, if he's at a point where he's mentally just like, you know, it's just hard, you know, like you know what I mean. Like if it's just something that just happens and he has no control over. You know what I mean? Like, why you gotta
Yeah.
send him out?
Just no, y- no one to fold them, and you should have
Yeah.
folded them a couple of weeks ago. You should have got checked out, which you probably
Yeah.
did, and they probably told you, yeah, you can't be doing this anymore, and you're like, fuck you, don't say anything, that violates HIPAA. I'm gonna go out there and we'll find out if I do it again.
The problem, I think part of the problem is his family also wants him to keep running and stuff.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I'm sure he might want to still, but like
In 2026? Fuck.
I don't know.
Yeah. That's. Oh, man. Like I said, I feel bad. Ugh. It gives me the heebie jeebies watching people freeze up like that.
Yeah, man, it's weird, man, that we gotta live in a world nowadays where like that's the people that are in charge.
Yeah. This is.
People who can't even hold a fucking like press conference.
When was
Can't
this?
even. Just the other day. It's like the end of last month.
They gotta fucking veto him or some shit, dude. They gotta get him out of there.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how they do that, but yeah, somebody needs to get him out of there.
Yeah. Wow. That's fucking.
Right. But that's it for me
nuts.
though. That's all I got.
Yeah, I believe that was all I had as well. So, peace.
Alrighty. That sounds good. Peace.